CFFC 96 Jones versus Cleveland. 5 fights on the main card right here. The main event. Power. Raheem Cleveland and Jamel Jones right there for the CFFC heavyweight belt. KO or TKO. That's all you really gotta say for that main event right there. For the co-main event, Eddie Torres and Yohei Rojas. Striker right here and Yohei Rojas, and a grappler and Eddie Torres right there. We're not gonna do this prediction right there, but Laura Gallardo, a wrestler, on a striker, and Helen Peralta right there. Really good women's strawweight fight. Chris Moutinho and Andrew Salas right there. KO TKO from Chris Moutinho. That's all I'm really gonna say right there. And then Boy Macadamo and Jeremiah Labiano right there. Should be a really good fight card right here for CFFC 96 Jones versus Cleveland. A lot of really good fights by. We're gonna look at the first fight on the fight card right here. Boy Macadamo and Jeremiah Labiano. I'm gonna say it right now. Jeremiah Labiano needs this fight to hit the mat ASAP. Get the submission, get the ground and pound, get the TKO, whatever the case may be. He needs this fight to go to the ground, because if you look at the height, and you look at the reach, and then you look at the age, I mean, Boy Macadamo, a 28-year-old, 76-inch reach man right here, a 6-inch reach advantage, and then definitely going to have that age advantage as well. So Jeremiah Labiano needs to grapple and needs to wrestle in this fight. Boy Macadamo is pretty obvious. Keep the fight at range, 1-2, 1-2, 1-2, 1-2, 1-2, over and over and over again. Pretty simple, man. If you're gonna have a 6-inch reach advantage, defend the takedowns and just keep the fight at range and pop out that jab and then that 1-2 over and over and over again. Personally, I think this fight is a really close fight. Jeremiah Labiano has 4 knockout wins, 4 submission wins, and then 4 decision wins, which I thought was very interesting right there. But Boy Macadamo, if this man keeps the fight on the feet, defends whatever takedowns come his way, he should probably win the fight. When you have a 76-inch reach, a 6-inch reach advantage, and you are able to defend the takedowns, most likely you're gonna win the fight. So, I just don't know if he will be able to defend the takedowns. Will he or will he not? It's really a hard thing to kind of think about. Because Boy Macadamo, I mean, he has some submission wins of his own, has been submitted a couple of times by his opponent. So this fight, that's why the fight is so even for me. Will Boy Macadamo defend the takedowns? Will he or will he not? Personally, I think he'll defend most of the takedowns. Obviously, there will be points where Jeremiah Labiano gets a takedown, gets on top, gets some ground and pound, whatever the case may be. But overall, for the most part, Boy Macadamo will keep the fight on the feet, at range, use that reach, 1-2, 1-2, jab, over and over and over again. And with that being said, I got Boy Macadamo going out there, keeping the fight at range, using that reach, using that height, and overall winning the fight by unanimous decision right there. Chris Moutinho and Andrew Salas. Personally, I think Chris Moutinho is probably going to be the biggest favorite on CFFC 96, 100%. 28, almost 29 years old. A little bit smaller, but a little bit of a reach advantage right there. Andrew Salas, not doing too good. He lead his last 5 fights, going 1-4 with 4 decision losses right there. Has 1 knockout win, 1 submission win, and 4 decision wins. Main way Andrew Salas will win the fight. Probably be to wrestle and grapple, but he doesn't really have the best wrestling and grappling game. I think he will 100% have the striking disadvantage against Chris Moutinho, who has, I believe, 3 knockout wins, or I think it was 2 or 3. 3 knockout wins, 5 decision wins. Really good striking. So, in this fight, if Chris Moutinho keeps the fight on the feet, I'm going Chris Moutinho to get a knockout in the first or second round. If Andrew Salas can somehow go out there, get a couple of takedowns, maybe go Andrew Salas, but I mean, it's a pretty obvious prediction. Obviously, Chris Moutinho will keep the fight on the feet, has way better takedown defense than Andrew Salas' wrestling offense, and his striking is much better. So, in my opinion, Chris Moutinho will win the fight by either knockout in the first or second round. Or just keep the fight on the feet and dominate in the striking game and win the fight. A 30-27 unanimous decision right there. Should be a really good bantamweight fight. Helen Peralta and Laura Gallardo right here. Laura Gallardo, a wrestler. Helen Peralta, a striker. You look at Helen Peralta's record, 3 wins and 1 loss. I was so surprised when I saw this, but she beat Cheyenne Buys by unanimous decision on the feet. In the striking, got a first knockout win in BKFC, and then another regular first knockout win right there, beating Cheyenne Buys and beating Jennifer Chung as well right there. That's pretty interesting, because if she keeps the fight on the feet, personally, I'm going Helen Peralta to win the fight. Maybe by knockout, maybe by decision. She has some really good power, with 2 of her wins as a pro coming by knockout, and as an amateur, second round knockout win, first round knockout win, second round knockout win. So a lot of knockout wins on the record, but I think either way, if Laura Gallardo will win, if Helen Peralta Peralta will win the fight. Most likely it will be a decision win right there by Helen Peralta. Keep the fight in the feet, and most likely you will win the fight. Laura Gallardo, a wrestler and a grappler, any ground and pound type of fighter. Get the fight to the ground, get inside control, and just start on snapping those elbows, ground and pound over and over and over again. Maybe get a submission, maybe get a ground and pound TKO, whatever the case may be by. Overall, it's just who's going to keep the fight where they want the fight to be. If, that is an if, Laura Gallardo can get the takedowns, she will win the fight. If Helen Peralta can defend the takedowns, she will win the fight. That is why this fight is such a close fight. Personally, whenever the betting odds come out, whoever the underdog is, I'm going to bet on them. Personally, I'm going to be slightly favoring Laura Gallardo to win the fight by decision with her wrestling and grappling and ground and pound on the ground to a dominant decision win by. If the odds come out that Laura Gallardo is a minus 180, minus 190, or something crazy like that, I'm putting some money on Helen Peralta because Helen Peralta, her striking is so good. But my prediction would be Laura Gallardo to go out there, land a lot of takedowns, a lot of ground and pound, possibly get the ground and pound TKO, possibly get the submission, most likely. Laura Gallardo winning the fight by unanimous decision right there. Should be a really good fight in the women's strawweight division. We got Eddie Torres, the man, beast. The man is a finisher, and the man is an absolute beast. 3 wins and 0 losses. Second round knockout win, first on armbar, first on triangle, and only one fight going all the way back in 2016. But since then, the man is looking really good. I mean, he got a second round knockout win for being a grappler and a wrestler. Getting a second round knockout win shows he also has some pretty good striking as well. But his main way of winning the fight, keep the fight at range, make Yohei Rojas come to him because he is going to be a little bit taller than Yohei Rojas, 4 inches taller and a little bit lengthier than Yohei Rojas as well. So he needs to make Yohei Rojas come to him. And once he comes too close to him, he's going to go for the double leg, get him down, and ground and pound over and over again, and possibly get another armbar submission win as well. But this should be a really good one. Eddie Torres needs the fight to hit the mat, needs to land some ground and pound, needs to possibly get a submission win as well. Yohei Rojas needs this fight to stay on the feet 100%, with 2 wins and 1 loss. You look at right here, I mean, you don't really see, I mean, you see right here a decision win and a rear naked choke submission win. Doesn't really look like a striker, but mainly he's going to want to get the fight on the feet 100%, because if this fight hits the mat, Eddie Torres will dominate there, and possibly get a TKO, or a submission win like that. But overall, I'm going to Eddie Torres. I think he will get the takedown. I think he will get Yohei Rojas down and ground and pound and grapple for 3 straight rounds. Possibly get the finish in the first or second round, but my prediction for this fight will be that the fight will go all the way, and Eddie Torres will win the fight. A 30-27 unanimous decision right there. Should be a really good featherweight fight. Really good fight. We got Jamel Jones and Raheem Cleveland right here in the main event of CFFC 96 for the CFFC heavyweight belt. The reigning defending champion of the CFFC heavyweight belt, Jamel Jones, 33 years old, 11 wins and 6 losses, a little bit smaller, a little bit less of a reach as well. In this fight, if the fight stays on the feet, I'll give a slight edge to Raheem Cleveland, given the height and reach advantage as well. This is going to be a 1-2, 1-2, 1-2, trying to land a big right hand on the feet and try to get the knockout in the first or second round. Jamel Jones, the complete opposite, being way smaller, way less of a reach than Raheem Cleveland, needs to wrestle and needs to grapple right here. His wrestling and grappling, super good. Needs to go out there and get a lot of takedowns in the fight, possibly get a ground and pound TKO, mainly being a wrestler, get the fight down, get a ground and pound TKO, or maybe, just maybe, go out there and get a rear and naked choke submission win right there by 7 knockout wins, mainly by ground and pound TKO, 2 decision wins and 2 submission wins. Has been knocked out quite a lot in his career, so we'll see what happens right there. By Raheem Cleveland needs to keep the fight on the feet 100%, 21 wins, 13 losses, and 1 draw. That is a lot of experience in the heavyweight division right there, but also has a lot of finishing abilities, 11 knockout wins, 8 submission wins, and 2 decision wins right there. But yeah, he's going to need to keep the fight on the feet 100% and just 1-2, 1-2, 1-2, 1-2 over and over again, and try to get the knockout with a big right hand, overhand right hook, whatever the case may be. Just need to get the fight on the feet and land a big shot on the feet, and get the knockout in the first or second round. Jamel Jones needs to go out there and wrestle and grapple and ground and pound for 4 straight rounds, so this is for the heavyweight belt, and just dominate the fight on the ground, possibly getting a round upon TKO. That is exactly what I think will happen in the fight. I think Jamel Jones will go out there, get a ground upon TKO win in the first or second round. Again, there is a possibility Raheem Cleveland goes out there, lands a humongous right hand, gets a knockout in the first or second round. Definitely a possibility, but my prediction right here will be Jamel Jones going out there, getting the takedown early, getting the fight down, and grinding the heck out of Raheem Cleveland for the unanimous decision winner right there. But should be a really, really good main event right there for the CFFC heavyweight belt. Going Jamel Jones by TKO in the first or second round right there. But yeah, guys, we just did 5 predictions for CFFC 96. Jones versus Cleveland. I got Jamel Jones winning his fight, Eddie Torres winning his fight, Laura Gallardo just barely winning her fight. Chris Moutinho winning his fight, and Boy Makadamo winning his fight as well. Overall, a really, really good fight card. Make sure you guys like the video, subscribe to the channel, and everything like that. But yeah, guys, we'll see you in the next video. We got a CFFC 97 prediction coming out in the next couple of days. If you guys want to see that, make sure to go check it out. Make sure to go check out my one championship prediction. Make sure to go subscribe, do everything like that. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the video. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, everything like that, and we'll see you in the next video. Let's go.